guess I've been on a bit of a roll recently when it comes to making video after video for you guys. But this video is to be a bit of a follow-up in my previous video on the subject, because there are a few things I would like to append in this discussion. And it all stems from you beautiful people, because after I made my last video in regards to Pokemon Go potentially being sold to Saudi Arabia, there's quite a few things that we need to touch up on. Now, I just want to make it clear that nothing is confirmed, so this is still kind of waiting in the winds, but we're going to operate under the assumption that this is going to happen. So we're going to take a look at some of the replies here from this tweet from Dexerto that says, Pokemon Go creators Niantic Inc. are reportedly eyeing a blockbuster sale to Saudi Arabian company Scopely Inc. to the tune of $3.5 billion. Now, if we actually begin to scroll down here, we can see that there are some very interesting replies that highlight some things that are worthy of discussion, such as this one from Dragon, who says, no, Scopely is the worst company ever for mobile games. They monetize everything possible and prey on their consumer base. I should know. I've been playing Marvel Strike Force for probably 7 years now. I don't know, lost count. Now, Pokemon Go is already kind of heavy when it comes to monetization and microtransactions, but I guess Scopely is like 100 times worse when it comes to their microtransactions. And there's also replies that revolve around the fact that Niantic has sold our data, and now they're just essentially cutting and running after selling our data. So we have ourselves Arcade Guy 781 Mike saying, this proves that Niantic didn't care about Pokemon. They only cared about selling our data. And we've spoken about that before. And you know what? I'm actually curious now how the Pokemon company feels about this. I wonder if the Pokemon company actually knows about Niantic trying to sell off Pokemon Go to Saudi Arabia. Now, of course, I'm not the only one that's making discussion videos about this ordeal. We have various other Pokemon Go YouTubers that are doing the same. So we have Count Jinsula making a video about this, and there's a comment here that really stands out. Now, take everything, of course, with a grain of salt and come up with your own interpretations about this, but we have ourselves this. At 138, I find it wild that nearing the 2-year anniversary of canceling the remote raid community, and 2 days before the Unova tour, they dropped this bombshell. Now, what does this imply exactly? Well, it implies that Niantic has caused so much irreversible damage to the community when it came to their history of bad decisions that have negatively impacted the Pokemon Go community, that they are cutting their losses by trying to sell the game for as much as they can, all the while not caring about what happens to the future of Pokemon Go and the fan base that accompanies it. Now, Pokedaxi also made a video on the matter, and we actually have ourselves Mystic7 in the comments saying, have some friends outside of Niantic close to the deal makers. I think this might actually be real. Now, like I said before, nothing is confirmed until it is done and dusted with, okay? I'm not confirming anything, but that right there, I guess, kind of further nudges in the direction of it's going to happen. And we also have ourselves more comments that are highlighting the fact that the company that it could potentially be sold to is a company that loves their ads and microtransactions. I also like this comment as well because it's actually really, really true. I think the funniest part of this is that Pokemon Go made Niantic, and indeed, Pokemon Go has indeed made Niantic. And you want to know something else that made Niantic? The Pokemon Go player base. Now, I am going to keep up with this. I'm going to keep tabs on this story right here, and if you guys happen to have anything else to add on here that warrants a discussion, well, fire off in the comments, because this video came about thanks to you guys bringing these things to my attention, so I couldn't have done this without you beautiful people. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourselves a damn good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.